Hey there, welcome back to my channel, LeeBeeBuilds, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Aaliyah. Today's video is the final video for the Simspiration in Newcrest series. The final video, you hear that? Final video. I am so happy that I finished something in The Sims. So happy I finished something. Like, to say that I actually started a series and I finished it, I didn't leave it unfinished. It's done. Like, I find that super exciting and I'm just very, very happy. So this build here, like all the others in the series, has an inspiration photo that I found on Pinterest, and then I've recreated it in Newcrest. So if you are new to this challenge series, then you can check out all of the previous builds in a playlist that is in the description or in a card on the video. So make sure you check them all out if you haven't already, and you can see all of it. It's all done. You can see it all of it. So let me know what you thought about this series. I definitely am gonna take a break from doing a series. I hope anyways, because this took me twice as long as I thought it would, and honestly, like, just took a long time. So I have a lot more respect for people who do like save files for the entire game, because that's a lot of work. It's different if you've been doing it for many years and you've been doing it over time, but if you're starting a save file now for every single pack, that's a lot of work. Let me talk a little bit about this build before we leave the exterior, but this exterior is just some townhomes. The middle white one is the one we are working with from the inspiration photo, but you could see in the inspiration photo the two to the side, so I kind of made up what they could maybe look like on the left and the right one, just to fill it up so that it looked more full. But the only one that is furnished is that center one. The other two are completely empty, and they're just there for, like, they're just there as a husk of a house. So that's how I tend to do my like townhomes anyways, unless I am planning on it being a townhome where there's like, maybe it's for university students and I'm like thinking of like a gameplay where you have like maybe a girl's house and then you have a boy's house and, you know, stuff like that. But that's not really what I had in mind for this, because I have been also making Sims for this that you can also find on the gallery. My gallery ID is LeeBeeBuilds. And so yeah, if you had watched my previous video, the second to last Simspiration in Newcrest video, you'll have known that the elder family that I made for that house is the grandparents or parent of the Sim that lives in this house, Sims that live in this house. So in here you will find a father and a daughter. I wish I could remember their names at the moment, but they are on the gallery. Their last name is Waldron, and they're very cute and very just like, they're very cute. So it's a father and daughter household here, but there is definitely space for if you maybe wanted to, you know, find him some love and maybe they have a baby or something. There's definitely space for a nursery, because I'm not sure if it made it into the footage, but I did make a room upstairs that was like kind of like a library, because I already have the office downstairs right as you walk in, but I had an extra space up there, so that'd be perfect to turn it into a nursery. So just a little side note, if you wanted to play with this family and in this, or at least in this house, that's what you could kind of like renovate that room there, because it's kind of useless. But downstairs we do have this office. I gave him a treadmill inside because I know he is active. He's an active sim. He loves doing outdoorsy things. He's definitely like a goofy father. Like, he's very into mischief and whatnot. His daughter doesn't like mischief though, because now that we have likes and dislikes, I made it so she hates mischief, but he loves mischief, and I just think that's an interesting, like, I don't know, sitcom-y relationship, you know? I feel like it has potential. But yeah, because he is a little more active, I did want to give him at least a treadmill. So that's very fun. He can also go to the gym, which is just down the road, because this is the only household that is in that main strip in like the downtown area of Newcrest, where there's like a cafe, there's a barcade, there's the gym, and then there's a park. But this is the only actual like household. But that's why I made it townhomes, because I thought it would fit the like downtown aesthetic, the like older downtown aesthetic, older buildings, and so the townhomes I felt like fit that vibe perfectly. This living room is quite large. Honestly, for 2 Sims, this is a really, really large space. Well, they also have like 2 empty husks of a house on either side, but I figured it would probably be smartest to lock the front and back doors of those houses just so that they can't enter it, so that it's a little more realistic. But I mean, you do you. You do you. You could also furnish it if you were interested and give them all sorts of space. All sorts of space. You could have, maybe you could furnish the one next door and move Grandma and Grandpa out of their magnolia cute little bungalow. You can move them out, move them over to the townhomes. You can have a whole multi-generational family gameplay. But like I said, very big space. I love their living room. It's honestly just like, I feel like a lot of people would love a living room like that. It's huge, plenty of space and seating for the whole family. It's honestly just lovely. This is their kitchen here. I use the cool kitchen stuff for the cabinets, and just trying to mix it up because I feel like I was using a lot of Dream Home Decorator cabinets, and so I wanted to make sure I mixed it up. But I didn't use a base game on it. I did go for the cool kitchen, which is, I think it's a pretty okay cabinet. I wouldn't have it in real life. I wouldn't choose it for myself, but it's definitely, it was nice building with it, and it felt like it would be a nice home for these 2 Sims. And then over here, there's just a, they don't have like a formal dining room in this house, so that's also why the living room is so big, is because I didn't make a formal dining room. But I figured that like the 2 Sims, they don't really need it. That's not really like father-daughter. I don't think they need formal dining. So they have like an eat-in little kitchen area there, which I think is perfect. And you know what? Grandma and Grandpa have an entire like dining space separate from everything else, and so I figured that for holidays, that's where they would go. They won't be hosting it probably themselves. They'll go over and get Grandma and Grandpa's yummy meals at their house, which is very close. It's just in the next neighborhood over. So they are separated by neighborhood, but I think that was like realistic enough because they're still in the same city, but they're like in different neighborhoods, you know, vibing. And then upstairs, we've got the 2 bedrooms. This first one here is for the father, and it's pretty basic. I would say it's like pretty cute though. He's got his little plaid sheets and little side tables. I gave him a yellow little wardrobe sort of thing. I figured that this is like, I think it was decorated pretty nicely for, usually when I'm doing like parents' bedrooms, I don't do a great job at them. I find them the hardest rooms to make. The easiest bedrooms to make for me are like teen bedrooms or like university girl bedrooms, because that's the closest to what my aesthetic would be, right? But I think I did pretty well with that bedroom. He's even got a fireplace. Like, what? Oh, it did make it into the footage. This is the little bookcase room that I talked about. And like I said, this would be perfect for a nursery. There is no window in it, so I don't know if it's necessarily legal to put your child in there. But you try to put a skylight, not that your kid could get up to there, but I don't know. Maybe not the safest room, but it's a sense. So you maybe turn that into a nursery, or you could add another bathroom, I suppose. I didn't think it was necessary for just 2 Sims to have 2 bathrooms upstairs, but you do you. Upstairs, we do have this bathroom here. It's actually the only bathroom in the house, and it's got the laundry, the shower with the tub, and obviously toilet. So it's like a full bathroom plus the laundry. And I, you know, just trying to remember to put laundry in my builds for once, you know. And then this is the daughter's room. I made it, she's a child sim, so I made it like cutesy, but like a little more grown up for a kid. Like she's got her desk with a laptop, she's got like nice furniture, but then she still has like a play space with the little tent that came with Dream Home Decorator. So I made it a little bit more mature, like maybe they just did a renovation for her, like maybe she just turned like whatever age and she was able to get this cool renovation that she's been waiting for like years, and her dad was like, yeah, you're old enough now, we can do it. And so that's kind of what happened, but she still has a little play tent. That's kind of what I had in mind for this room. And then just in the hallway, it was a really large hallway, so I just kind of filled it up with like bookcases and like a couch and stuff, just to like make it feel a little more full. I probably should have made it a little more narrow of a room, but that's okay. I just kind of cluttered it up with some little things here and there. And then just in the backyard, I decorated all 3 of the backyards because you do see all 3 from outside, even though the only one that matters is the center one. So if you wanted to utilize all that space, just break down the fences and voila, you've got a huge backyard. But I did keep them separated for the aspect that they are townhomes. But that is all. That is the end of the Newcrest series. You'll be seeing new content from me in the future. No more Newcrest Simspiration stuff. It is done. It is over. Let me know what you thought of this build, what you thought of the series, and I will see you in the next one. So goodbye everyone. Enjoy the tour.